See, this is what the WEF is all about. The liberal elites, the ones who ruin your everyday life with the decisions they made that line their pockets, yet when you ask them simple questions, they have no answer.
Your personal bodyguards beat up David Menzies.
RCMP, the official police of Canada that you're speaking against?
Yeah.
Well,
I think you...
If you're not going to trust our institutions, Ezra, there's a problem there.
I think our institutions have been weakened by you, to be quite candid.
Actually died after complications from the COVID vaccine. So is that misinformation? Oh, now you're laughing.
Gang, what's up? Aaron here, Canadian Looney. Get your Canadian federal politics right here. Smash the like, hit subscribe. This video doesn't really need an explanation. Let's jump right into it.
Human rights of those who didn't want to get vaccinated. Yet some people have died as a result of this. Is that really a smirking matter?
Why you pushed Canada to vaccinate the people?
Pushing disinformation the way you have.
What is disinformation?
Irresponsible.
What, that people have died?
People in Canada to vaccinate.
I'm sorry, but that's
the COVID vaccine.
But that's not misinformation. My old cameraman's mother actually.
Them and you pushed them into jail.
My old cameraman's mother actually died after complications from the COVID vaccine. So is that misinformation? Oh, now you're laughing. Mr. Trudeau, could I ask you a few questions, please?
No, sorry.
Oh, come on. It's the spirit of dialogue is the theme of the WEF this year. Well, given that we now know that the lockdown measures in Canada were wrong, do you want to take the opportunity to at least admit that and say sorry to those who were affected? Come on, it's okay to get things wrong as long as, like I said to Tony Blair, it's okay to get things wrong as long as you admit as such when you get the opportunity. Like, do you not want to take that opportunity? Because not speaking kind of speaks volumes. Or I could maybe frame it. Ignore my question.
Choice to not talk to you.
Deliberate choice. Why not? Why don't you want to talk to a free press? Okay, how about ignore this question if your lockdown measures were authoritarian and wrong? No, nothing?
Mr. Trudeau, why are you pushing LGBTQ so hard? You don't believe in traditional values?
Fundamental human rights.
And traditional values, creation of God,
it's a
man
fundamental
and
human
woman.
rights that they lock people up.
The Bible says He created the humans as man and woman. What are you thinking about that? Man and woman.
You wanted to ban the unvaccinated from public transport. Do you accept that that was a wrong call?
Do you believe in the Bible or not?
No.
Do you think there's a creator who will judge you after death? Can you sleep at night? Or are you worried about what is coming about you?
My cameraman producer makes a good point there that you mentioned LGBT rights are fundamental human rights, but you could argue fundamental human rights means living in a free, civilized society without having to get vaccinated against your choice. Do you not think what you said then is contradictory?
The family is the most important part of society. Why you want to destroy that?
Justin, you started smirking then when I asked you a question about how the fundamental human rights of those who didn't want to get vaccinated. Yet some people have died as a result of this. Is that really a smirking matter?
Why you pushed Canada to vaccinate the
Pushing
people?
disinformation the way you have.
What is disinformation?
Irresponsible.
What, that people have died?
People in Canada to vaccinate.
I'm sorry, but that's
the COVID vaccine.
But that's not misinformation. My old cameraman's mother actually.
Them and you pushed them into jail.
My old cameraman's mother actually died after complications from the COVID vaccine. So is that misinformation? Oh, now you're laughing.
Hey, my friend.
I'm trying.
What's the danger of the COVID vaccine? You forced your people to take the vaccine. Can you sleep good with that on your shoulders? Many people died because of the vaccine.
Yeah, but he should. Can you tell? No, but he should talk. Why do you want to back this up? But do you not feel uncomfortable, like, protecting this man from questions after the things that he's done?
You're looking for a story.
I'm not looking for a story. No, I'm not looking for a story. I'm wanting them just to answer questions that ordinary, everyday people want answering. And you're actually trying to stop me from doing that.
You happy to take the...
Does it not make you feel uncomfortable? Do you? I'm not creating a story. What story am I creating? I'm asking questions.
I'm saying that I'm trying to stop you.
Well, no, I'm saying.
I said he doesn't want to talk to you, so don't put words in my mouth.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I accept that. But why? My point is, why are you trying to stand in the way of us? Why are you trying to stop me from asking these questions? Why do you not want
What
me to?
about Pastor Artur Pawlowski? You put him
How
in
much do
jail.
they pay for this sort of? See, this is what the WEF is all about. The liberal elites, the ones who ruin your everyday life with the decisions they made that line their pockets. Yet when you ask them simple questions, they have no answer. Or sometimes they smirk. You talk about people who died as a result of what these people do, and they smirk. This is what our democracy
Are you a friend
gets.
of Bill Gates?
You vote these people in on one thing, they do another, and there's zero accountability. They can't even answer simple questions. Justin, thank you for your time. Thank you for not answering very simple questions after you have ruined countless lives in Canada with your vaccine mandates and your authoritarian lockdowns. Thank you very much, Justin. You were a terrible Prime Minister. Goodbye.
Just a reminder, gang, smash the like, hit subscribe. We work really hard at this stuff. Let's get back to the video.
Mr. Trudeau, what are you doing here in Davos?
No comment.
How come you never comment? This is the spirit of dialogue is the name of the conference. How come you won't dialogue, Prime Minister?
Today you're not getting into the spirit of dialogue here.
Have a good day.
Who paid for you to come here? Was it taxpayers? What do you make of the Federal Court of Appeal upholding the ruling that your martial law was illegal? They said you violated...
It's good to see you, Ezra. It's been a long time. How you been? How you been keeping?
Pretty well, but
Yeah, no,
you didn't speak to me though.
I'm worried about you.
I don't think you have.
You stopped speaking to me after the boxing match. I never heard from you again.
That's not true. Every time we tried to come into contact with you, you had us arrested.
I never had you arrested.
You beat up my colleague David Menzies. Your bodyguards did. Your personal bodyguards beat up David Menzies.
RCMP, the official police of Canada that you're speaking against?
Yeah,
Well,
I think
if you're not going to trust our institutions, Ezra, there's a problem there.
I think our institutions have been weakened by you, to be quite candid.
That is your right to believe that and to feel that.
Do you
And that's certainly something that you've continued to spread. People not trusting our institutions. A certain skepticism is important, but spreading of misinformation and disinformation is just. You're responsible. I think you know that, Ezra. But you've got a good little gig coming on. You've paid for all these people to come to Davos. I encourage you to continue to ask questions and challenge people, but to try and do it in a way that is grounded in facts and reality.
You've introduced more
we've had
censorship.
enough
You've
conversation now. Thank you very much,
A
Ezra.
conversation is
I have
not
no
you
more to
lecturing me. A conversation is a back and
Ezra.
forth, not you just lecturing people.
Ezra,
You misunderstood.
Do not spend your time lecturing and haranguing people and creating outrage. There's no need to...
You introduced
for me to
more
participate
censorship
more
bills
in
than
that.
any other kind of bill. You don't believe in free speech. C-63 and all your other bills are about squelching people who you disagree with.
Ezra, you continue to make your points, and you're more than welcome to. So,
Well, so far, but not if you get your way.
Ezra, I think you know that. Anyway,
Feel like you owe the Canadians an apology for.
have a good day, sir.
Do you feel like you owe the world an apology for your behaviour during COVID?
Have a good day, sir.
Is it bizarre not being able?
Into me. Please don't knock into me.
Is
I
it-
appreciate you respect.
Well, your security was just pushing us around before.
Of course.
He still gives selfies. You got to hand him that. He won't talk to reporters, but he'll do a
I
selfie.
just spoke with you for 5 minutes.
You spoke at me for 5 minutes. You didn't answer any questions. You spoke at me, which is your style, isn't it? You don't do well with dissent. Are you going into any meetings here?
Davos is about meetings. Davos is about connecting with people and talking about how we can continue to put people's success at the center of everything we do.
Are you going to meet up with Mark Carney when he arrives?
I have always happy to speak with any leaders, including my friend.
And how do you think he's doing?
I think he's doing great.
Are you worried about the rift with the United States?
I think everyone is worried about an increasing polarization around the world.
Do you feel that his visit to China was successful?
I think there's a lot of work to do around the world, but it's good that we continue to engage with friends, allies, and potential challenges around the world.
How do you feel about the looming referendum for separatism in Alberta? Have you followed the separatist movement in Alberta?
Very familiar with all the various challenges in Canada, and will continue to trust Canadians' thoughtfulness and unity.
Would you be part of a no campaign on that? Would you weigh in on that campaign?
Everyone has an opinion about Canadian federal politics. My name's Aaron, this is Canadian Looney. We're going to wrap it up. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a comment below. Check out this playlist, check out this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Smash the like, hit subscribe. Aaron at Canadian Looney. Ciao for now. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks again for watching. We're out.